Okay, good evening. Welcome back everybody to Ftrl. Hope you are all well. Everyone in the chat, I see some people joining already. Fever and Zong, hello lads. Hope everybody is doing alright. I am most definitely not. Currently trying to work my way through a very nasty little stomach bug that I picked up. Nothing like exploding at both ends to really get you fired up for a race, but I digress. Join us today for round 5 of season 17 at Brands Hatch. So round 5 of 8. So we are just crossing halfway point of the season. And it really is. I mean, I know this gets said all the time, especially before we reach the end of the season, but it really is all to play for. As the lads head out on the warm lap, let's have a look at the tables as we stand. So here is the team standings to start with, because why not? And you can see it's really only between two teams. It's Team Mercedes and Team Mazda. So that is T. Smith and Aaron in the Mazda, and then 2 Mercedes or Tusker, whoever he is, not able to locate him, just there. In yellow, the Mercedes joined by Lioness. So those guys are both those teams on 275 points. I doubt anybody else is going to be catching. It really is between those two teams for the constructors title. As for the drivers title, it's a lot more open. As you see there, we've also got a tie for the top there. We've got Kuska on 145, Pagani also on 145, not behind Kuska by virtue of Kuska's 3 wins to Pagani's 1. Just behind them, 7 points back on 138 is Aaron, overtaking T. Smith last week. Really good performance from Aaron last week put in. He nudges ahead of T. Smith, just 1 point ahead. And then you've got Ross on 133 and Lioness on 130. Those 6 are the ones realistically in the chance of the title now with 4 rounds left to go. So, Brands Hatch. One mistake round here, it really is pretty much all over. That will suit some drivers better than others. This will suit some cars better than others as well. I think the Mazda should have a pretty good time here today, I think. Although I certainly wouldn't count out Ross and the Honda as well. Are the Vipers going to struggle a little bit? Maybe. We'll see. You can never write off Pagani, but yeah, we'll see how they get on. So, back to qualifying. Good evening, P-Man. Have you on board? Just seeing the first qualifying times coming in now, and Ross is at 1:27.9, which is not slow at all. Just having a quick look at practice earlier, and that was really about as fast as it got, to be honest. So Ross leads the way currently. These guys are all going to get 2 more qualifying laps in here. 6 minutes of qualifying, but obviously it's a relatively short track. Brands. He's currently in 3rd. Panda, Kuska, excuse me, Aaron. Mikey up in 7th. Mikey had a really good week, or part of a good week last week. Really well to get himself a podium. But the Group 3 race especially really didn't go his way. So we'll be seeing if he can up the consistency tonight, because that is what he's going to need around here. But he's not a bad start to qualify. He's in 8th at the minute. Junkie Sport Red and the blue flag a bit further back. Blue flag. Like he had an off. Nearly had another one there. He's going to have to put in a good lap. Lee's had a good start, so I'm maybe eating my words about the Vipers' pace. We'll see. Can he better his time? 1:28.1. Went over the line, not this time. Aaron has set a new fastest time, but it's only good enough for 7. Many improving yet. We'll see who else is coming over the line. Lioness with a 1:28.6. A few more coming over. Someone will split past the penalty. Let's see where Mikey gets to. 1:32 2. That's not going to be good enough for Mikey. He needs one more lap to try and improve. He's now down in 9th. Oh, looks like we lost Ismail Troops in the lobby. Now back in, but he will start from the back in that case. It's a shame. After a stunning opening week, as we see Andy hit the dirt at Paddock Hill. Oh, and Brett's gone round as well. So after a really good opening week for Ismail Truth, he sort of ran into the realities of FTRL racing last week at Bathurst, although he did still get a very good 4th place in the Group 3 race. So he's back in the lobby, it looks like, so we'll see if he's okay to start, hopefully he is. So I'm saying I was in the 127s. Group 4 or Group 3? Let's see if the times do come down. We've got everybody heading towards the line. First one over the line is going to be T. Smith. Oh, he's just behind Ross. Here comes Ross. Is he going to improve his time? No, he is not, but he's still on pole provisionally. Lee's got a penalty, so he won't improve. Koska goes up to 3rd with a 1:28.1. Who have we got left? We've still got Pagani. He's right at the back, though, so let's see if anybody else is coming over the line. Lioness, he can't improve. Aaron hasn't improved either. Blue flag at 1:28.6 gets him up to 7th, so I think he will be happy with that. Slots him just behind Panda, who's coming over the line now. He's not going to improve either, so a few struggles here in qualifying, and it looks like Garni has seen off this lap as well. So there is going to be no further change. It's Ross in the Hyundai. Takes pole, 1:27.9. So there you go, so if you'd have managed to make it, you would have been on pole. Oh well. The race, of course, especially around here, completely different matter. It really is. That start down into Paddock Hill on the first lap is going to be absolutely crucial. I think we're going to be backing out at the end of qualifying so that we can do a custom grid to make sure we get Ismail into race 1, but I did just see him leave the room, so that may potentially not be happening. Let's see. So everybody's finished qualifying. I don't know why. Still sat here. Here he comes again. Anybody else setting a time? A bit strange. Get your predictions in the chat for race 1, whether or not we start straight away, now to be seen, but let me know your top 3. Ross, D. Smith, Oscar and Pagani fighting out on the first 2 rows. Will there be somebody to come further back, maybe? What about Aaron? Maybe we'll be disappointed with that qualifying run. So let's see if we do get started. As I said, we may back out, but if not, here's your grid anyway. Ross is on pole, T. Smith, Tusker, Garni, Lee, Panda, Blue Flag, Lion, Essie, Aaron, Mikey, Junkie Sport, Andy, and Panda back to the red. Well, given that Ross is in reverse, it looks like we are going to be ducking out. Yep. So we will have a grid restart. Right, this is the chance for everyone racing to jump into the chat and tell me that they're going to win, or otherwise. We have got Ismail on the track, so that's a good sign. Not sure what the issue is earlier. Maybe he was just late. As long as he gets into the race, that's the main thing. Right, rule 1, Brands Hatch. Don't send it into turn 1 first lap. In fact, it's quite a good idea not to send it into turn 1 full stop unless you're really, really confident. Quite easily get away from you, especially on the outside. Although the potential is, of course, to clip the grass on the inside as well, trying to force your way through. Catches out a lot of people. Indeed, it catches out a lot of people when they're not trying to overtake, so... Yeah, I'm the same, so I only seem to go well at Brands Hatch as well. I quite like to be racing tonight, if I'm honest. Oh, sorry, which I'm not. Oh, I don't know, you can definitely send it into turn 2. That's probably the only turn you can send it in this track. The worst that happens is you hit the barriers on the outside. Just so little room for error around most of the track. So you think we've got everyone in their cars. Only team 14 at the minute. Are we missing someone? Or is that it? I think that might be it. So come on, let me know your predictions. Who's going to take race 1? Who do we fancy? I think Ross has already shown that if he can get away, he can get the win. He did that race 1 of week 2 or top list, just scampered away and never looked back. So if he can get to Paddock in and out in first place, he may well stand a good chance. Let's see. Right, I've already run through your grid once, I'm not going to do it again. No change other than 14th place is now occupied by our Truth. So let's find out what happens. Revs are up. And we're away. It's a really good start from Cusker. He's gone straight past T. Smith at the start. Mercedes has got a good start on it. Ross is comfortably going to hold the lead into turn 1 though, so it's Ross and Cusker, T. Smith, and a big pile of cars behind as Lee looks to hold off Lionessy coming into turn 1. He looks to have done that. Panda's looking very interested down the inside to turn 2. Has he got Lionessy? It looks like he might have just done Lionessy. He's going to hold it on the inside though, and he will have the inside line for Graham Hill. Just pushes Panda out, and it looks like he is going to hold 6th. Oh, there's a bit of bumping and bashing going on. Holds the inside, and Panda gets held up, tossing the blue flag in the end. And allows Lionessy to hold 6th place. Ross is still holding on just, but it's very, very tight. Long sweeping right-hander. Cusker's going to make the move all the way around the outside. What a move from Cusker. Takes balls to do that, and he hits the lead. Really good start for Cusker. Into first place. Ross now under pressure from T. Smith. Everyone. Oh, is that Lee? Oh, Lee has clipped the gravel on the outside. And gone round. Oh dear. Disaster for Lee. All the way to the back. Everybody else looks to have got round safely. Red is in 11. Andy, have we lost somebody already? Have we lost Ismail already? I think he must be having some connection issues, that's a shame. As we go into lap 2, it is Cusker, followed by Ross, followed by T. Smith, and these three made a slight break from Garney, about 8 tenths back. Hits the brakes hard. Then accelerates out nicely, just trying to claw back a bit of that gap. These three following very, very closely. Ross is looking for a way back past Cusker here. A bit further back, you can see a wiggle in the background from Blue Flag, but he looks to be okay. Got a prediction in the chat. First T. Smith, Cusker, second, third Ross. Well, these three are the ones that are away at the minute. Not in that order yet, but plenty of time still to go. Still 12.5 minutes of the 15-minute race. For those three, then Pagani. A bit further back, Lioness is trying to keep Panda at bay. And Aaron has made his way up to 7th, so he's made a couple of places off the start, Aaron, in the first couple of laps. He's just ahead of Mikey, Blue Flag, Junkie Spot, and Red, and then at the back trying to catch up is Lee. It'll still be time for Lee to catch up. He can put in a good lap round here, as you see Andy getting very sideways. Oof. Already seeing Sheen catching out a couple of people. Brake meant move from Junkie Spot here. Round the final corner, he's going to have to run all the way down the home straight. Will he be brave enough to look for a move into paddock here before he hold out for the hairpin? He's going to take the wide line, look to get a run. Yeah, just track nicely, but Junkie Sport's taking him well and covered off the inside. And now Lee making the move on Andy down the inside. Nicely done. But Lee already making tracks back up the field. A bit further forward. Still these four, although T. Smith has got past Ross while we were looking at that battle further back, so it's now Cusker and then T. Smith. T. Smith looking very, very interested here. Cusker has gone defensive. Nowhere to go for T. Smith yet. Applying all sorts of pressure, trying to force Cusker into a mistake, showing his nose. Be a very brave move there. He's only ever trying to put Cusker off there. Pace starting to be set now. It's these 7 that are clear. Only a 3-second gap. Oh, I can hear tyres squealing somewhere in the background, and I think it might have been Andy because he has gone off. Mikey is back in 12th as well, so something's happened to Mikey there. Lee is the one who benefits, up to 11th. Red and Junkie Sport still together as we come around for lap 3. As I was saying, 3 seconds between Aaron in 7th and Cusker in 1st. T. Smith all over the back of Cusker as these guys fight for the lead. It's a good exit. Oh, T. Smith getting a bit sideways, has to save it. We've seen an almighty save from T. Smith here in the past. I think it was coming out of Graham Hill in that instance, and he's looking again. He knows he's got plenty of time. Oh, he's gone round. Oh, he's gone round. Oh, my word. Coming into certainties. Oh, did he just get too far on the outside? I'm not sure. Disaster for T. Smith. He was really pushing on Cusker. And he's trying to find a way through. He has lost it. And all the way down to 9th place. And inserted himself right into the battle between Junkie Sport and Bread. So... up front, that leaves Cusker. Everyone else a bit more spread out now after that incident. Cusker about 6 tenths clear of Ross, who made good progress around those couple of corners, and he's caught right back up. Cusker's a bit slow around there. All of a sudden, from being 3/4 of a second back, Ross is right on the back of him. If he can get a good exit here, he might have a chance down into turn 1 or 2 as we come on to lap 5. Let's keep an eye on this. Pagani a bit further back, followed now by Lioness, Aaron, who got past Panda, and then Blue Flag. But the battle is at the front again now. Ross will have seen that incident for T. Smith. No, he's just going to take his time, look for an opening. when it comes, you'll have to take it because you won't get many. Not with the way Cuska's been driving recently, anyway. Garney's still there, just under a second back from Ross. Now Panda has joined. Sort of semi-train for the front, I'd say. 3.5 seconds from the top 6 now. Junkie Sport and T Smith battling it out. It looks like T Smith has got the better exit. Can he get the move done before the corner? No, Junkie Sport's going to hold his nose in there. Now T Smith gets around the outside, so back up to 8. He'll look to make progress over the remaining, I want to say 5 laps, including after this one. Yeah, most likely. So he'll look to make some progress back up and catch up with our leading group again. He'll be doing well. Panda kicking up the dirt on the outside there, but he's okay. A bit further up, Aaron is starting to look in his rearview mirror because Lioness is right there. Back to the front. Cuska and Ross again. Aaron with the fastest lap of the race so far. 1:28.0. That was on the last lap, so he is gaining a bit on Pagani. Is there any way through for Ross? Nothing yet. Hyundai man. Everybody else further back, a bit spread out. We will keep an eye on T Smith. See if he can close in all on the blue flag. Blue flag's not seeing bad lap times though. Mid 1:28, a bit further back. There's a real battle developing here. Lee Cole making his way back up the order. Now trying to find a way past Junkie Sport. Here's the move there for Lee. Either before the end of this lap potentially. Has he got down the inside? Looks like he has. Yeah, nice move from Lee. Can he hold it now? Down the start, finish straight and into Paddock Hill. Junkie Sport's gone after slipstream. He's gone after the run. What can he do? Lee decides to hold the inside. Very tight to the inside. Nicely done from Lee. That should see him safe into turn 2. Yep, so he's okay. Round they come, round Druids for the 7th time. And now it's Lee, Junkie Sport, Bread, Mikey, and at the back Andy. At the front, Cuska is still ahead of Ross. It's now about 3 to 4 tenths, so slightly more comfortable, but not really. We've seen already that can disappear very, very quickly. Ross may only need one opportunity as we get closer to the end of this race. I think Cuska looks to be speeding up. Garney's still there. He's not really gaining on the front 2. I'll say his fastest lap, 1:28.042. That's only 15 thousandths off fastest lap of the race, so he's not exactly going slow, is Garney? He's going to need to step on it and keep that pace up if he wants to catch the front 2 before the end of the race. He will certainly be hoping that Ross starts having a go at Cuska in a lap or 2 to allow him to catch up. And Aaron's not giving up on this either, as behind him, oh, I thought it was Lioness in penalty, but it's not. It's Panda behind him. So Panda will try and bleed that off and stay in the hunt. Although you may have to settle for P6 if nothing ahead of him changes. Who's setting the lap times? Everyone pretty similar. Cuska with his fastest lap of the race, 1:28.1, but that was a bit of a mistake around Druids, and that's let Ross get very, very close to the back of Cuska, and indeed there was a bit of a shunt there. Oh, and Cuska's off. He's off. Now, I think Ross is gonna... There's a lot of glitching going on, at least on my screen. So Ross has got ahead of Cuska. There was a lot of glitching, so we can't be sure what happened. It did look like there was contact from Ross to the rear of Cuska, going into the corner, a couple of corners back, as they were coming into Graham Hill Bend. sent Kuska wide. So I'm not sure what's happened there. But what it does mean for now is that Ross has a half-second lead. Garney, now looking very, very concerned. Aaron is right on his rear bumper. The only thing Aaron can do here is get himself on the podium. Kuska's right there immediately. These four are closing up as we come round. I think these guys are actually going to get 3 more laps here. Coming over with 3:05 to go, they are. 3 laps to go for all these front runners. So the guys coming over now, blue flag, T. Smith, Lee are going to be borderline for a 3rd extra lap. The battle between Junkie Sport and Bread towards the rear resumes. It's good racing between the two of them. Cuts off the line into Druids. Bread trying to go all the way around the outside. Difficult move there. Yeah, I wasn't sure, to be honest, Fever. It looked like there was contact, but there was a lot of sort of boomeranging and glitching going on my screen at least, so it may not have happened at all. Nonetheless, go back to the front. Kuska's got back ahead anyway. This is very much a 4-car train for the lead now. Kuska, Ross, and then just 4 tenths back from Garney, and he brought Aaron right with him as well. So any of these 4, with 2 laps to go after this one, still take this victory. Panda, meanwhile, in the background is slowly bleeding off his penalty and is still stuck to the back of Lionessi, so still a chance for Panda to improve as well. Round they come. Just about to start the penultimate lap of race 1. Kuska, Ross, Garney, Aaron. Those are your top 4, and they are separated by less than a second. Who is going to be brave enough to make the move, or stupid enough to make the move? Let's see. Whoever out of these 3 behind Kuska fancies the win, really going to have to pick their moment. It's very, very difficult for Aaron to get the win, but he may look to take advantage if there's any incident ahead. In the background, Panda is all over the back of Lionessi now. Showing his car to the outside and then looking to cut back underneath. Nearly made it stick as well. Lionessi cuts him off just at the right time. In the background, T. Smith will be hoping for an extra lap because he is closing in on Blue Flag. He's just a second car now. Blue Flag's got a penalty and he's a little bit wide coming out of Sheen. T. Smith right with him now. That's going to be danger for Blue Flag. T. Smith might even get him before the end of the lap. He's on the outside for the final corner. Blue Flag hits the apex nicely, but T. Smith ducks back down the inside. Let's just see. The other guys at the front are on to their final lap. Let's see if these guys get one more lap. It looks like it's going to happen. Indeed it does, so they get through, Lee gets through, and it will be Junkie Sport and Bread to the line for the first finishes. Bread has got the penalty even though he's side by side, so it will be Junkie Sport that takes it. Mikey will be 13th and in 14th. Back to the front for the final lap of the race. It's Kuska, Ross, Pagani and Aaron absolutely glued together here. Can anyone make the move? Who can get the best exit out of here? Good exit from Kuska, to be fair. Pulls the gap out to 3/10, so Ross with the slipstream is gaining on him, bringing Pagani and Aaron with him. He slows just a little bit. Oh, and Kuska clipping the outside. Just getting off the curb. He's managed to hold it. There's nowhere really for Ross to go. Everybody continuing up behind. Garney is ducking and weaving left and right, trying to find a way through. Just 2 corners to go now. Can Kuska hold on here? Pushing as hard as he can. Ross has got a problem though, because he's got to look behind him as well as ahead of him. Garney will want that second place, even if Kuska takes the win. Round the final corner they come. Kuska in the lead. Ross is really close to the back of him though. This could be a race to the line. Here comes Ross to the outside, Cusker on the inside. The gap is less than a tenth, but Ross is not going to make Cusker hold on to the win. Ross in second, drive third, out four. Lionessy will be penalty. And T. Smith ends up ahead of Blue Flag. Blue Flag has to burn the penalty, so he loses the place to Lee, who takes 8. There you go. Another victory for Cusker. That is, I believe, win number 4 for him. Nobody else with more than 2 so far this season. So well done to him. So you know what's coming? You know what is coming next? Everybody's absolute favourite time of the evening. We are going to get it to work. Come on. Come on. Tell me you're going to work for me. There we go. Grid Spinner of Doom. We've got 14 races tonight, assuming Ismail's going to join us for the last race. So, for the uninitiated, we spin the wheel between 7 and 14, and that is the number of places that get reversed. So if we spin 14, all the places on the grid are reversed from the previous results from race 1. If we spin less than that, only that number are reversed. So let's go. And we are looking at number 7. So only the top 7 are reversed. And that means there you have it, those were the previous race results. So T. Smith is going on to pole position. How about that? You lucky, lucky bastard. I thought it was number 8 for a minute at least. At least that would have put someone else on pole. So the unlucky people here, particularly Lee, Blue Flag, they are not going to make it. He's full Saint Fix. Hey, I do not control the wheel. The wheel goes its own way. He's got a 1-minute warning. Okay, better move on and get back to track then. Right, drop me your predictions for race 2. We are going to have the top 7 reversed, so that will see T. Smith on pole, so it gives him a very good chance. He's going to need it after that first race. He was right in the running for the driver's title. He would have slipped back a lot with that 7th place, especially with Cusker winning. So he's going to need to put in a really good result here and hope the others can get themselves tangled up, trying to make their way forward. Yeah, I've just seen Pagani's comment there. There is a reasonable amount of lag. Maybe Polyphony are busy transferring all the lag over to GT Sport away from GT7. And then they're flipping over more servers. Let's see. Hopefully, I mean, it wouldn't be great for the finish of this season, but at least it means GT7 might be finally fixed. Right, here we go. Race 2. Just the half first grid this time. Another standing start. The grid is as follows. On pole, as we said, T. Smith, then Panda, Lionessy, Aaron, Garni, Roth, Kuska, Lee, Blue Flag, Jones, Red, Mikey, and Anna. Steve going for T. Smith first, Aaron second, Panda third. I want to see that start on the Mercedes Lionessy in third. He's really got a chance here if he can get a good launch. We're away. He does get a better launch than Panda. Bit of wheel spin from Panda off the line, and that is going to cost him. Lionessy already passed him, and Aaron also down the inside as well into turn 1. Everybody through safely by the look of it, although Ross was mostly on the grass. I think he's avoided a penalty though. Oh, and there's a bit of a shunt going into turn 2. Looks like everybody's okay though. See if it stays at the front. Lionessy and Aaron and Kuska have all made their way forward. Panda has dropped to 6th. Ross immediately resuming his battle with Kuska, although this time it's got 4th and 5th. A bit further back, you've got Garni in 7th, Lee in 8th. And then Blue Flag just behind them. Have we lost anyone? Oh, what's happened to Brett? Yeah. Yeah, Pete, man, absolutely right. Mercedes really giving these guys an advantage off the start. Mind you, this is the Group 4. I'm not sure I ever drove the Group 4. So I don't recall the Group 3 having a particularly good start. Well, it's still T. Smith that leads us round for the end of lap 1. Everybody else lining up. Oh, someone's wide at the back. Is that Lee again? Oh, Lee, not his night. He's going to want for a good performance in the Group 3 race because that is the 2nd time he's been off tonight. All the way down to 12th he goes. Paddock Hill claims another victim. Going back here, Mikey looks to many go past Andy. Out the corner nicely. Looks to have got that position sewn up. Blue Flag gaining on Panda. Wants to be part of this conversation as well. Only 3.5 seconds off the lead. Need to see if there's a way past. Oh, not like that, there's not. Round he goes. Oh, we've got junk spot off the back and everybody's off. What's going on back there, lads? Collective trip to Narnia. 8 through 11. That will give Lee Cole's going to come around this corner. What the hell has happened here? Glad we caught that. That was entertaining. T. Smith is first. Aaron has made his way all the way around the outside of Paddock Hill to take the place off Lionessy, if he can hold it. Outside of turn 2, he will have the inside of Graham Hill if he can hold it. Looks like he will, and looks like Lionessy is going to have to give this position up. He's still trying to hold on, but it's not going to happen. And now he has to defend from Ross as well. Ross showing his nose to the inside. Just has to hit the brakes and back out though. To bring Kuska and Garni back into it, and as we thought might have happened, he's then starting to get away here. 2nd clear. Aaron in P2. I'm really glad we caught that. I'm really glad we caught them all just following each other off. Like ministers exiting a cabinet. little bit wide there was Aaron. The penultimate corner. Seems to be okay though. So T. Smith over the line, 1:28.2, good pace. Ross is quicker back in the pack, but see these guys are gonna be squabbling to get past each other. You would have thought, whoa, what is going on there? Lionesi, Ross, Kuska, Pagani's there as well. Oh my word. They're all having a go. Pagani might be down the inside of Kuska here as well. It's Ross and Lionesi side by side. It's Kuska and Pagani side by side. Pagani's going to try his very best to hang on around the outside here. Two of them are wide. Lionesi is wide. Pagani was a bit wide as well. Kuska was there. This is frantic battling. Ross has managed to get away. Pagani is just pushing Lionesi around the outside of that corner. Kuska's still trying to hang on. It looks like Lionesi has managed to secure fourth for now. Brilliant battling here between these four. We're going to stick with this, absolutely. Oh, Lionesi's the one to go wide now. Can he get it back on the track? There's a bit of contact with his teammate as he tries to rescue it. He has held on, so he's still going to be in the hunt. I'll shuffle things around again. Pagani is now in fourth, and Kuska and Panda are the ones battling. Was these four, these five now going at it. Ross has scampered away over the tube 2 seconds. He's now more or less got himself back in touch with the front two. So Ross the big winner out of that particular battle on that lap. Lionesi the one that lost out, although he's not out of touch. 1:33 won't be helping his chances though. A bit further back, everyone a bit more spread out now. Lee trying to recover. Red has caught back up. The shenanigans of everyone else. So now the battle at the front becomes more about raw pace. As I say that, he goes purple through sector 2. He's putting the hammer down now. 1:28 flat, definitely the target. We've seen a few times already. Anybody pick up pace further? Kuska is not giving up here. Trying to get past Pagani. What can he do without giving Panda the opportunity? Not much by the look of it. In fact, did Kuska have a penalty to bleed off there? I'm not sure. Either he had a penalty or there was some contact somewhere which he felt he might need to give a placement. But he keeps ghosting in and out though, Kuska. I wonder whether there's an actual issue there. It's dropped off the back of Panda quite a bit. Not sure. Keep an eye on that. For now, let's give Pagani a bit of a boost. He sets fastest in the second sector, just outside of slipstream range, Panda behind him. Oscar looks to have recovered for now. Back onto the rear of Panda. The gap at the front, still much the same. 1:28.1, 1:28.5 the last lap. So Aaron and T. Smith matching each other for pace, and Ross now looks to be closing back in a bit. Ross is in the purple. There's going to be a sub 1:28 for Ross. He keeps it together around the final corner. See what he can do. And he comes holding that to 1 second gap to Aaron. These guys a bit further back, getting closer. Ross, 1:28.033, so it's the fastest lap of the race again for Ross. Lost a little in that final sector though. Kuska is still trying to get back past Panda here. so evenly matched for pace, it's difficult to see any of them catching the other one unless one can just gain a few tenths somewhere. Maybe a slight mistake from someone or just a really good sectors. Could see them inside slipstream range of the car ahead, and then they'll be able to just start clawing in the gap. 5 minutes to go. Last time we saw 11 laps, and I think we will probably see that again. Oh, Ross getting very out of shape, out of sheen. Manages to hold it. It's a good save. Somehow he's not really lost him any time. He's 8 tenths to Aaron now. Nail a couple of corners. Like that. Just a slightly slower exit now. Just needs to get inside that slipstream range. And we'll be able to start catching up. 1:27.870 from Ross. Absolutely flying now. That is storm levels of pace around here. Diesma still holds the lead, and Ross has the lead. Briefly at least. Made it to just on the edge of slipstream range of Aaron's Mazda. So let's come back to that later and see what has happened. Further back, he's still going on. Garni has still got a slight lead over Panda. He was just trying to fend off Kuska, hold him in 6th place. Kuska will be really wanting to get past. 6th place finish. Considering he started 7th on the grid, not too bad a result, but at this stage of the championship, can throw it wide open. Steve Smith will certainly be clawing back some of the ground he lost in race 1. He manages to hold on for the win. So Kuska there in 6th, Line SE a bit all on his own. In 7th, he'll have to settle for that, I think. And then hope for a good Group 3 race. Sport in 8th, blue flag. Lee all on his own in 10th. I can see Bread just heading off into the barriers. Can he get back on without spinning? Or is he going to lose the place to Andy? I think he's just staying out of the way of Andy there. That's sensible of him. Bread down to 12th. Mikey's all the way down at 13th. And he's off again. Whoa, Mikey. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down. Ah! No! No! Oh, he's binned it again. Oh, round and round and round and round and round and round and round. See you later. I love that marshal just casually waving a green flag. Does not give a shit. Steve Smith leads. Extended the gap slightly with 1:28.0 and slightly purple through sector 2. Nearly 1.5 seconds to Aaron now, and Ross is indeed closing in. He's now just 4/10 of a second. So Ross with this lap and then another lap and potentially one more to go. I'm not actually sure if it's... they might not make lap 11 this time. So with the reversed grid this time, or semi-reversed grid, it's cost these guys a bit of time. Should still make it. But anyway, even if they don't, Ross has got another lap after this one at least to try and get the move done on Aaron. Excuse me, Pagani is in 4th place, followed by Panda, who has, he's well clear of Linescu, who's also well clear of Kuska. So we've missed something there because there was a frantic battle going on between Kuska and Panda. Kuska has not just lost out to Panda, he's dropped behind his teammate as well, so Kuska down to 7th. T. Smith leads. Yeah, these front 4 will definitely get another lap. The rest rateable. Another lap after this one, that is. So they will go to lap 11. Good news for Ross. Gives him another few chances to get past Aaron. Now Truth is back in the room again. New tagline, life is lag. Yeah. Seems to cause some problems tonight. Maybe you'll be able to get back into race 3, we'll see. And they might still have a shot at Pagani here, especially if they get through for lap 11. Keep an eye on that. But though, this is where the battle is for 2nd and 3rd. Aaron and Ross. And this, I think, is one of the good features of this season, in that we've got the longer Group 3 endurance race coming up, but it's not worth any more points for winning that than it is for winning one of these races. Quite often previously you see, you get more points from an endurance race in a typical season for a longer race anyway. But that does mean that people in sprint races sometimes just sit back and are happy with their position. Just think, you know, I'll consolidate here and then I'll go for it in the long race. But see, a point is a point. A point is a position. A position is a point, so to speak. For all 3 races this season. So an overtake here for Ross is as good an overtake in the Group 3. So we've just got finishers coming around here. Koski, his first ever line, he did get back past Lioness. Given the scope of the gap, maybe Lioness let him back through in his hunt for the title. Young Sport 8, Blue Flag 9, Lee Cole could only recover from 10th in the end. He will, if he can keep it on the track, he might fancy his chances in the Group 3 race. Not near the front. Andy just. Shame we missed that run to the line. Just beats Fred to 11th. He'll be happy with that, will Andy? And Mikey 13th. So back to the front. T. Smith looks to have enough. Second clear of Aaron, that should be enough for him. Aaron is starting to pull clear of Ross as well, just slightly. Half a second, which is a lot for Ross to make up. Garni is clear of Pat as well, so the only potential battle is between, I would say, these two. Oh, Ross has just been ulted out when we cut the corner. So he will not be taking second place off Aaron. But the penalty is not enough, so he has to worry about the penalty either. So we are going to finish this way. T. Smith does lead from start to finish. Got lucky with the spin. Oh. Well. More team orders perhaps. A win for Aaron on the line. From T. Smith. And then Ross and then Pagani. So has T. Smith given up on the championship? I mean, it's only a point. Aaron is ahead of him for points. Aaron had a reasonable first race as well, so he will be a few more points ahead in the championship after race 1. So yeah, it looked like Lioness gifted a place to Kuska, his teammate, but then it looks like it's been cancelled out because T. Smith on the line has gifted Aaron the win. So that leaves us with Aaron as your race 2 winner, T. Smith in second, Ross third, another good race for Ross, Garni in fourth, Panda, Kuska, and then Lioness. Race 3 will be the 40-minute Group 3 car race with tyre wear and fuel consumption, fully reversed grid and a reverse championship grid. So what that will mean with the runners we've got today is that we will see Bredd on pole and then Andy alongside him for the start of race 3. So it's a rolling start, which gives the guys in front a bit more of a chance, but it is, on the other hand, a 40-minute race, so I think it's quite well balanced. You see the longer Group 3 races, especially when we've had a similar format in the past in FTRL. We've run a similar format with the Reverse Championship, but it's always previously been a standing start. And that does tend to cause quite a lot of carnage with the drivers that are genuinely faster and higher up the championship, trying to force their way through. So yeah, the rolling start, not to everyone's taste, but I think it does add a bit of fairness and makes it a bit of a fairer battle for the endurance race. Okay, so T. Smith away for the last week of the season. I see. Oh, we've lost Panda. Why have we lost Panda from the room? The lobby is playing up a bit tonight. It's just that, we can get back in. So yeah, T. Smith away for the final week. That really does give out a massive lead going into that final week. He's not going to win the championship, so you're giving Aaron every chance he can, which is fair enough. So are we going to see Panda in this race? It's a shame he dropped out. Everybody in their cars. once again, in the chat, get me your predictions. Completely different race this time. Tyre wear involved, much longer race. Group 3 cars. One mistake could still finish you, but you have got the chance to recover if you do make a mistake. Or more so, anyway. That's good news for me. Oh, Panda's back. That's really good news. We're just doing a bit of grass cutting. Why not? Fair play to Ismail, is trying his very, very best to get back into this game. Back in the lobby again. It'd be interesting to see if anyone can take advantage from near the front to do it this time. Brett doesn't seem to like the track at the minute, so I'm not sure how much of a shot I'll give this week. It's got to be more about consistency, really, with this track, rather than more pace. You probably will get caught by some of the faster guys, but there's definitely a sniff of a sort of top 5 finish, maybe even a podium for these guys. They're going to be starting here in the front in this race. If they can just keep it consistent and avoid the mistakes, that is the difference you'll see. The main difference you'll see, to be honest. The pace is not that much different. As you look down the majority of the grid here, it's all about keeping calm, keep it on track. Oh, we've got a live update. Pending any stewards' inquiries, of course, of the title. So, obviously provisional after those 2 races, and there's still a long way to go. Still 3 weeks of racing left after this one. At the minute, it still sees Customer and Pagani level on points at the top, 170. Just 5 points behind. And Ross just 5 points behind them. So yeah, very much so what's played for. Those 2 at the top especially just cannot be separated. First and a 6th Tusker so far tonight. The 3rd and a 4th behind. Right, here we go. Race 3, final race of the evening, 40-minute Group 3 race, rolling start reverse championship order for the grid. Let's see what that grid looks like. On pole, our resident American, British Daddy, then Andy, Mikey, Junkie, Lee Colt, Panda Blue Flag, Linus, Ross, Stephen, Aaron, Garney, and Cusker at the back. So good news, Panda's getting back into the lobby and back on the grid. We'll start from 6th. And let's just hope that if it gets around the first lap, okay. Watch out for the cold tyres into turn 1. They are soft tyres, which definitely helps a bit, but still easy to catch you out. Let's go. Oh, careful, Mikey. Careful, careful. Jesus Christ. He's okay. Oh no, he's not okay now. He's taken a tag from Junkie Sport. Junkie, to be fair to him, slowed down. So it's not to cost Mikey, but that has cost him a place let Lee through four. Lee might send an opportunity here. Where is Junkie Sport going? Oh my word. Oh, and Panda's off. And Panda's got Junkie in the wall. I think it's a tank before that to send Panda sideways. Junkie Sport in the wall. Panda now making his way slowly around the outside. Oh, there's a bit more contact. Dirty tyres on the exit, sending Panda sideways and allowing Aaron and T. Smith past. Aaron now getting on the grass. That's all gone wrong for Junkie Sport. He was on the outside, I think he just slipped back on. Caught the rear of Panda or somebody else. Caught Panda. Sent him sideways, and now Mikey's off again. Oh, and it's just contact with Lee. Oh, Mikey has to calm down here. It's only lap one. Oh, now Lioness is off in the background. Oh, this is chaos on lap one here. Can he hold it? Can he hold it? He's sideways. He's contact with T. Smith. He's in the back rear of Lioness in his round. Oh, and it's all gone wrong for him. So two major casualties here on lap one of race 3. Lioness and Junkie Sport. Bread, meanwhile, has scampered away to a 3-second lead. Lee must see a real chance here. He knows this track. He should well know the car by now. He's not had the best of luck in the Group 4 races. He'll be hoping for a really good result here. Lioness has had a rage quit after that. We've lost him from the room. It's a shame. With that probably goes any chance of his for the title. Blue Flag and Ross are battling. Ross has already made his way through to 4th. So the chaos up front benefited our title challenges immensely. Ross in particular already up into 4th. Blue Flag is not going to want to give up that place too easily though. And he's certainly not going to want to let anybody else through. Ross and stay ahead might be a chance for him to pull a bit of a gap as he tries to close in on Mikey, just clipping the outside there, sending up the dust. And Mikey's gone again. That's Sheen this time. He's off, so that removes Mikey from the equation. Sensibly lets everyone through. Whoa! Covers to join the back of the train. So those 10, if you still count Mikey, just about. He's dropping back though. It's really the 8 cars from Cusker in 9th, just following Pagani, all the way through to Lee in 2nd, who are chasing down Predator Daddy at the front. Bread sets the fastest lap of the race so far, 1:23.5, compared to Lee's 1:23.9. So a good start from Bread. Ross has consolidated his position ahead of Blue Flag, which is now 3rd place after Mikey's accident. Aaron right on the back of Blue Flag. Looking for a way through. Never an easy task. Who is going to try and get position and get the lap time down? Who is going to try and just look after their tyres a bit? Not particularly kind on the left-hand tyres is Brands Hatch, so we'll see how that develops as we go further through the race. Panda at the head of this mini train here, T. Smith, Garni and Cusker just behind him. Oh, and there goes Blue Flag, off at Sheen. Chalk another one off on the board. Whoa, careful Aaron. Ooh. People are not holding back tonight, are they? It's not an easy track to drive. It's not an easy track to drive fast, so, especially with all the pressure people around you. So easy to make a mistake, and we are seeing a lot of them tonight. So, coming round to lap 4, only 5 minutes of the race time, but not even 5 minutes. It's Ross followed by Aaron. 2 seconds of the road is Lee, and it's Bread. So Ross has got a little bit of a gap. Just a small gap. Aaron started to put his foot down on 23.4. Gives him the fastest lap of the race. Can catch up back on Lee. These guys, I mean, we'll see if it happens, especially with them closing up to the back of the Blue Flag, but these guys really just need to play it smart now. They're not that far off the lead. they can just stick together, start getting the lap times in, and they may still have a shot to the podium come the end of the race, or even the win. To do that, they'll have to avoid fighting and bickering. Certainly have to avoid any further trips to the grass or the gravel. Blue flag across the line. Aaron now sets the fastest lap of the race, and he has made his way ahead of Ross into third. Aaron really setting down a marker there. Takes third place off Ross as he looks to get back in touch in the title race. He's not far behind, to be fair. This could see him right up there if he gets a good result here. Gap to Lee is still 2 seconds. So a mistake somewhere there from Ross. Must have been 1:24.2. Not a big mistake, but it was enough to let Aaron through. Blue flag now, complete bottleneck. He will, absolutely will, hold the inside line all the way down here. T. Smith might well get him around the outside if he's brave enough. Holds it. Oh, just holds it. Blue flag's still there on the inside though. Oh, surely T. Smith isn't going to make it around the outside there. Oh, he has. Great move from T. Smith. Held it, and in the end, got himself in front. Great move, and that'll be a big bonus for him. Big bonus for Team Master as well. With one Mercedes out of the race, and the other one back in 8th. Maybe some choice words coming from Kuska for his teammate after this, after that rage quit. Struct's title on the line. See a penalty a bit further up. Oh, it's Ross. Only half a second, so he's already got that 4/10, so he should be okay. Aaron is setting the pace perfectly through sector 1, and the gap to Lee now is 1.4 seconds, up to 2 seconds, a couple of laps ago, so he is closing in. Lee, who has a half second hold, is not closing in on Brett. Brett has now got a 4-second lead. So although he's not setting the fastest laps, he is being consistent. And he did actually set a 1:23.3 on that one, so he's being consistent. He's looking after his tyres by the look of it. Let's see how he goes. A long way to go. I am not going to make any predictions 20 seconds of the way into this race. 32 minutes is a long time of run time. So a couple of penalties creeping in for people. Most of those are probably for cutting machine. Tend to get your penalties here. Kuska and Pagani battling it out 7th and 8th. What can Pagani do? That colour combination on my Viper. Not a big fan of Oreos, mine, but nonetheless, nice looking car. What is going to happen here? We've seen the pit stop play a big part. The pit window is going to open in 1 minute. It runs through from 10 minutes into the race to 30 minutes in. So as soon as that time hits 30, these guys can hit at any point in 20 minutes after that. Will anybody be able to use that to their advantage? We've seen quite a lot of good strategy and good moves through the pits in recent weeks. A couple of people working the undercut to their advantage and then managing to hold on to their tyres at the end. Tyre wear is not massive this season, so although it does play a factor, it's not as much of a consideration as when you need to stop. It's Lioness in the chat now. You gotta stick it out, mate. You gotta stick it out. People are off all over the shop. Race 2, we saw 4 people go off at once. Oh, there is a yellow flag as I say that. Somebody is spinning round. It's Ross. Ross has gone and he is down to 9th. That looked like it was out of the final corner. That can happen if you're pushing it just a little too hard, trying to get as much speed as you can out onto the start-finish straight, and you touch a rear wheel to that gravel, which is only what I'm assuming what happened. But as I said, people are having incidents here, a lot of people. So there is a chance for those who've had accident, the likes of Junkie Sport, the likes of Mikey, and of course Ross, get back into this. Panda is not too far up the road, and from there on, not too far to Pagani either. So pit window is open. I'm not expecting to see anyone pit yet, as we see Kuska trying to make his way past the blue flag. He's still trying to hold these guys off. Ooh, wide there. Rescued it. Kuska doesn't want to get too impatient here. Blue flag will not give up that place without a fight, and this is not the place to make a move. And Kuska is wide. Out of Sheen. Saves it. Hits the brakes. He might even still be able to defend Pagani. Pagani now going down the outside towards the final corner. He will have the pace. Kuska looks like he might just be able to hold it. So blue flag was not giving up there. And he sent the other two a few seconds behind him. So blue flag lives to fight another day. Kuska lives to fight another day. Managed to rescue that well after heading off into the gravel. The gap at the front now 3.5 seconds, so a little bit less for Brady. Still lapping mid 123s. The reason for that gap dropping slightly is that he's picked up the pace a little. 123.3, 123.3 his last two laps. Aaron, as a consequence, is not really catching him. It's currently Aaron followed by T. Smith. Aaron, after the revelations of the last race, and the fact that T. Smith's main part of the Constructors' Championship, obviously T. Smith's main duty now going to be to try and help Aaron take the title. Aaron will be very, very happy to see that livery behind him. I'm trying to figure out if that really is a Mercedes type livery or not. Obviously it is a Petronas, blue and black. I'll call it a Mercedes livery. Mercedes theme livery, why not? T. Smith will just have to hope he stays out the barriers all the Mercedes have done so far today. No, it's very consistent again from Lee. 23, if I'm almost identical to his previous lap, although the timer doesn't show that, it's a bit off. Aaron again is similar lap time. T. Smith out of nowhere has just banged in a 122.77. Why not? Red is your daddy. That's his old name. See that? Bredley, as he's now known. I preferred Bread is your daddy. He's still holding consistent lap times as we head towards 25 minutes to go. And Pagani and Kuska recovered from their earlier adventure in trying to get past blue flag and are now in for round two. This time it's Pagani who leads the charge. He has made his way past Kuska, so it'll be his turn. Have a look at the Toyota. Still nowhere to go. Blue flag is holding these two up massively and it'll be really frustrating, but we just don't want to push it too hard. The opportunity will come, as we saw a couple of laps ago. Kuska tried to take blue flag around the outside of Sheen. Can't force it. You have to work the opening. Blue flag is excellent at defensive driving. You have to just work the opening, wait for your chance. It will be frustrating, especially if you've got somebody just behind you who's hell-bent on overtaking you while you try and overtake him. So that's going to be an interesting battle. We'll keep our eye on the guys at the front. T. Smith has just picked up the pace massively. Another fastest lap, 122.76 this time. Aaron a lot further off the pace than that, 23.4, and Lee has made a mistake somewhere. He was still setting consistent times, but that gap to Aaron has now come down. The gap to Brett has gone up. So Lee just needs to settle in, make sure he doesn't have an easy path through here. This will likely bring T. Smith into the equation as well. Back to these guys for Sheen as well, just in case something's happening. Oh, something is happening. Kuska's wide. Kuska's wide. He's got back on just in front of Panda. Can he hold it? Oh, Kuska. Oh, contact with Panda. He saved it. He nearly took Panda with him. In the end, I think it helped him. Obviously, he's going to have... Not that he had a choice, but he would have really had to give that position to Panda anyway. Kuska's into the pits. Not a surprise. After that, may as well pit at this point. Just get yourself some clean air. Get rid of those tyres that are doing a bit of sliding around. See where he comes out. Oh, he's got people coming just behind him. Mikey and Junkie Sport. Is that going to cause problems? Oh, he's got ahead just ahead of Mikey. It's lucky for Kuska. So that leaves Ross in 8th, recovering after his accident. Panda in 7th. Garni in 6th. Now has a bit of a clearer chance to have a go at blue flag. And Lee has lost it somewhere. Oh dear. He hasn't pitted. He's just binned it. So Lee, 1 second, is 9 seconds off the pace on this lap. So he's undoubtedly had a spin. It's a real shame for Lee. Not for a really good result. He's still got a chance for a very good result. He's still only in 4. None of these guys are going to pit. T. Smith and Aaron now following each other round and heading off in pursuit of Red. The gap is still nearly 4 seconds. The pace of these two guys, especially T. Smith, is now considerably faster. What does Brett do here? He doesn't want to lose out to the undercut. His tyres are not looking too bad. If I were him, I would pit either this lap or the next lap. If he gives up 1 extra lap to these two behind him, if they decide to come in, then he's not going to lose out 4 seconds on the undercut. So he could probably go to the next lap. Just go literally to halfway. And then he'd be alright. Probably also has to think about the guys back here. He doesn't really want to come out and battle with these guys, so he probably wants to wait until they pit as well. So that might be about 13. I'll come out behind those guys. Got to carry on. So are T. Smith and Aaron. You do have to pit, a mandatory pit stop. Fuel. Some of them probably necessitates it anyway. Tom is now ahead of Aaron. They don't really look to have lost any time doing that. So, whether that's a case of, I mean, T. Smith is clearly the faster car around here at the moment. So he's just looking to tow Aaron away. Potentially. Yeah, now back up to 4 seconds. He's still in 4th. Blue flag is still holding Garni. Depending on how much time Kuska lost, he did stop. He's been banging in the laps. Fastest lap 1:22.7. Whether he'll be able to get the jump on Garni, I don't know. I can't remember how far behind he was when he went into the pits. It was a reasonable amount. Garni surely doesn't want to sit behind the blue flag any longer. Fred goes round for another lap. Yeah, it's a bit of a slower lap. Last lap though. I think it is time for him to come in next lap. He's not quite hitting the apexes as he was. It's a 1:24. That's the first time he's been 1:24. Everybody else behind is now pitting. Ross, Garni, Lee and Panda. Blue flag has carried on. So Pagani, who has come out just behind Lee, desperately hoping that he does indeed get the jump on blue flag. He's been incredibly frustrated staring at the back of the Toyota for the last 6 or 7 laps. And I think it's about a move on Ross. Go for it in the end. Oh, was it just a bit of a mistake from Fred? Oh no. That 4-second gap has evaporated. He's just got to hold on now. Try and avoid being overtaken and maybe just come into the pits. Stick to the inside. That's a real shame. That 4-second lead has just gone now. It's the last corner well and does indeed, a little bump for his trouble, does indeed come into the pits and oh, nearly hits the wall. Aaron goes through for another lap. So T-Smith is in, Bread is in, T-Smith has slightly more fuel. Is that going to impact on what order they come out? Oh, I wouldn't. Oh, he's right ahead of him. He's right there. They just don't break to the pressure now. Bread, blue flag is into the pits. Got to keep an eye on blue flag to see where he comes out. Yes, Pagani's gone flying past. He will be very, very glad of that. And he will be even more glad about the fact that everybody behind him, oh, apart from Kuska, didn't see that. I didn't see Kuska having such a big lead. He's been some really good lap times in the 122s a couple of laps, and that's going 3.5 seconds ahead of Pagani. Pagani's got significantly more fuel, so I don't know whether Kuska half a tank. Depends whether he put any fuel in, whether he has to fuel up at all, whether that's enough or whether he's gone for it and he's going to have to do a bit of fuel saving. We'll have to see. Freddie's still there, still holding off T-Smith. Oh, is he going to look for the move now? Down the inside, that's going to be problems for Bread. He's off at Sheen. Oh, he's round. Oh, dear. Oh, he's managed to save it. Full 360 from Bread. Managed to save it. Aaron will be in the pits. He will now exit. Probably slightly behind T-Smith. Well, T-Smith entitled to go for that move. It was always going to put Bread in trouble. Did well to rescue the spin, to be fair. And to be fair as well, he's not out that far behind Aaron either. Aaron must have had a slightly poor lap. So he's come out just over a second behind Tom and not too far ahead of Bread either. Whoa, careful Bread, oh no, no, hold it. Oh, he's held it. Got to calm down a bit now. We want to be wary of Kuska behind him, I think, now. I don't think with that, he wasn't too far behind Aaron, but I think with that mistake, that has probably gone now, unless either T-Smith or Aaron make an error, which is not that likely. So if I was Bread, I would concentrate on just getting your head back in the game, and focus on staying ahead of Kuska, who's coming in behind. Kuska's still staying fast lap times, but his tyres are significantly more worn. Bread just needs to get his head back in it, and a podium could still be his. Kuska's got Pagani to worry about as well. Pagani is about to set his, by looking at it, about to set his back to lap and wreck. Oh, what's going on further back? Something between Lee and Ross. Lee was ghosting. Whether he just went off at Sheen again, I don't know. He's now going to be relegated to battling with Panda as Ross takes over in 7th. Yeah, Pagani sets a 122.9 into the 122s for the first time today. Kuska not as quick. I wonder if... Still a decent gap back to Pagani. I wonder if the early pit stop is now going to start telling in the remaining 15 minutes of the race. Oh, careful Brad, come on. Pushing a little too hard here. Dirty tyres again. Just take a couple of tenths out for now. On track. T-Smith still leads, as we've seen from the previous race this evening. He will almost certainly let Aaron through to take the checkered flag and take his second win of the night. If these two do come home 1 and 2, it'll be a real result for Aaron. The main title challenge was Kuska in 4th and Pagani in 5th. It will be another few points for him. See it right at the top of the leaderboard. Battling for the title. This race will also, if they say that this be an absolute bonus for Team Mazda as well, they will certainly take the lead in the constructors. Garni, another lap in the 122s, but Kuska's stepped up the pace as well, 122.8. How long he can keep that up is more debatable. That front left, really taking a little bit of a beating. So let's see. Blue flag now in a fairly comfortable 6th. Ross not really setting the pace, to be fair. Group 3 Hyundai doesn't look to be up to it as much as the Group 4. So he still might have to worry about Lee behind him. Panda is there as well. And further back we've got Mikey on 11, ahead of Junkie Sport. I'm sorry, behind Junkie Sport, and then Andy 12. So coming round now for the end of lap T. 22.682 D Smith. Lightning fast. Aaron not too shabby either. And 123.2 from Brett as well. Thunder actually. Good recovery from him. Ooh, a little bit late on the brakes from Kuska into Druids. Recovered it though. Cost him a couple of tenths maybe. Garni's now got 1.3 seconds of penalties. I'd say that's borderline concerning for him in terms of getting rid of them. I'm not really sure how quickly people have been able to get rid of their penalties around here. It's not too bad. But with coming up to 3/4 distance now, so just 12 minutes plus change to go, Garni might want to start thinking about getting rid of those. Whoa! Getting rid of them like that. Up he goes. Oh, very close again. Oh, Pagani, 1.8 seconds now. So that particular issue grows ever more immediate for him. Leah's got past Ross. Leah's got good pace here, 1.29 his last lap. Again, it's an accident. Not an accident we saw, but an accident that's cost him today. All 3 races. He has had very good pace here. Ross sticking with him, Panda not so much. So over the line they come, and Red, we said a 124.3, so another wobble from Red. He's got 11 minutes to try and hang on to a podium. Well, the gap back to Kuska. Now just 7 tenths of a second. What can he do? These two looking pretty secure and comfortable now. Team Mazda. This is certainly a battle that is brewing. Much hope down here to catch back up to Kuska. Brett's putting a storming lap, 122.8. Only less than 2 tenths off the fastest lap of the race, which is still held by T. Smith. That will give Kuska a bit of cause for concern with his tyres starting to go off. I mean, pitted a lot later, Brett's tyres looking a lot better. Purple again through sector 1, so he's managed to recover his focus, keeping it on the track. All he needs to do. Just under 10 minutes to go now. Everybody else reasonably spread out, apart from these two. Lee and Ross still battling away. Ross has managed to recover and find some pace somewhere. 123 flat on his last lap, so he's dug that out of his arse. Sorry. Can he find a way back past Lee? Is stay with this battle for a bit, but also keep an eye on that number 3 in the left hand corner. See if there's any change. He's with another fastest lap. There's absolutely no need for that. Actual filth, 122.5 from T Smith. Still Ross sticks with Lee. Gap further forward, now 1.7 seconds. Red's put in another sub 123 lap. And he's purple again. So he has definitely refound his groove for now. The gap, Kuska, back up to 1.9 seconds. Absolutely, Fever. Absolutely expecting another swap between the Mazdas. T Smith is just pounding out fastest laps for fun. But I am almost certain he will slow down and give Aaron the checkered flag. Having done it in race 2 already, it would be a real dick move not to do it this time. He's 10th up on his fastest lap. This is insane. I'm running out of words and also running out of voice to as we get towards the end here to describe this. Ridiculous driving. Let's see what this lap time is. You can't go under 122. 122.1. Unbelievably quick, a full second faster than Aaron. 1.31 Fred, 1.3 Kuska. I think the gap has narrowed a bit, so maybe those numbers aren't quite right. Kuska just keeping Fred honest here. Lee keeping Ross not at arm's length, but maybe 4 arms length. Might have to throw elbows when it comes to the end. Good work from Andy there. Letting them through. A disappointing Group 3 race for Andy. But he'll be able to pick himself up and go again next week. Still 3 weeks to go in the season. Lee just pulling out a bit more of a gap to Ross now. Further forward, Fred is pulling out a bit more of a gap again to Kuska. Kuska's had, I wouldn't call it a moment, but he's dropped back a little bit. The gap now back at 2 seconds. We are coming round, and it's going to be 5 laps to go. Judge them on that, right? Yeah. 5 laps. I would question whether Kuska's got enough fuel for 5 laps. I'm not entirely sure, because it's difficult to tell. But that gauge is well below a quarter of a tank. What have we done so far? We're on lap 25. He would have filled a little bit. Not be borderline without any fuel saving. Panda's got loads. Panda's going to take the Mustang home after this as well on that tank. He's staying ahead of Junk Sport. Gap now 2.5 seconds. Kuska is starting to struggle a little more. As we said. Having to fuel save, 8/10 down on his fastest lap, and ooh, pushing it slightly wide. Can get away with that there, but only so much. Red maybe just starting to feel tyres bite slightly, but still setting good times. Yeah, Kuska over for 123.5 there. that's not going to be good enough. I think he is going to have to rely on another mistake from the American ahead of him if he wants to place on the podium. He will console himself, but he's still ahead of Garni. Whoa, careful, Garni, careful. Still giving it everything. To be fair, he's going to have to give it everything for once, because... Oh, bread! Oh no! Oh, disaster for bread! Oh, it's one mistake too many, and that will cost him the podium. You still have the opportunity, certainly, to fight for fourth, but it's... We missed the incident, whatever it was. Well, that's gifted Kuska a podium place. That's such a shame for bread. A few laps to go, though. He's very much still in this fight for fourth, because Pagani has got 2.3 seconds of penalties. Looks to be struggling slightly here. Bread doesn't need to pass him. And blue flag could get involved in this as well. So, although that's a bit of a disaster for bread, it's shaping up to be quite a nice three-way battle as we come towards the end of this race. There'll be 3 more laps for these guys after this one. So T. Smith and Aaron now even more comfortable. Kuska is on the red line, but I think he has been fuel saving. He's got 3 more laps though. I don't know about this, Kuska. I don't know about this. We'll have to see how his lap times go. He's still got 4 seconds to go on and bread behind him. He should be alright unless he's thoroughly miscalculated. Have to go to like fuel save 6 for the last few laps. Oh, in the end, track has just caught Bread out one too many times in this race. Got X on pace all the way through. A couple of mistakes. Garni, you can see ahead now, just trying to bleed that penalty off. Still over 2 seconds. Blue flag will not have given up hope here. Second behind Bread. 2.5 seconds behind Garni. Kuska's got to be fuel saving. That gap is dropping. Garni is not lapping particularly rapidly now, I don't think. Let's have a look at this lap time. Yeah, 124 is now Kuska, 124.4. He's definitely miscalculated on fuel. There are 2 laps still to go. Garni comes over in the mid 123s. He has got that penalty. Bread is a second behind. He doesn't need to overtake Garni at this stage to get 4th place back. Everybody else around the track pretty spread out. Battle between Lee and Ross is still more or less going on. Second between them, although Ross has got a half-second penalty, but the real battle we see is here between these 3. Potentially between these 4. Oh, he's looking mighty thin on fuel here, it's Kuska. Tyre's not looking particularly great either. He won't be going that fast at this point. 2.5 seconds. It's down these 2 straight sections that this is going to tell for Kuska. So it's 2.5 seconds. We're only not that hot fuel either. He should be okay. 2.3. 1 more lap to go for these guys. First finisher quite a bit further back is probably going to be Panda. Maybe. He might just sneak through out here, probably be Junkie Sport. But these guys definitely on the final lap of the race. T. Smith is leading, expecting him to give the win to Aaron. Further back, Kuska. The gap is now 1.8 seconds to Pagani. Kuska is redlining on fuel. Pagani doing his best to try and bleed some penalty, but he didn't really get rid of any. He did see him ghosting, but it didn't drop any penalty. That leaves Bread in prime position to take 4th. The gap between Pagani and Kuska, 1.3 seconds. He must be max fuel saving now, Kuska. Has he got any left to just give him a boost in the final half of this lap? Final lap of the race, lap 29. Bread is catching Pagani. Pagani is catching Kuska. The gap is inside 1 second. We've got just over half a lap to go here at Brands Hatch. Bread kicking the dust. He's trying as hard as he can to get back in touch with Pagani. Pagani trying everything to get past Kuska, even though it's not going to matter for him. Because he's got that penalty that he's going to have to kill or just accept. So Kuska looks like he might be just about okay, unless he runs out of fuel. I think he's okay. Aaron has come through for the win, ahead of T. Smith as expected, so great drive from Aaron. Kuska is going to take third. He's going to just about make it to the end with his fuel. Pagani is going to hit the line, and Bread takes fourth. Great drive from Bread, just one too many mistakes in the end to get a podium. Still a great finish in fourth place ahead of Pagani and Blue Flag, who are in a consistent race there. Sixth. Lee eventually beats Ross to the line. Seventh. Ross 8th, and Panda under the yellow flags with Ross rotating on the line. 8th, 9th, Junkie Sport 10th, Mikey, and then Andy out the back. Brilliant battle. Really, really good race there. Open corners. 2 out 3, 4, 9. Pick the right teammate. Also, got to the front on his own merit as well. So that is it. We are done for another week. Another excellent week of racing. We have got 3 more weeks to come. So next week we are at Kyoto. Week 7 will be at Dragon Trail Seaside, and then we will finish up in 3 weeks' time at Spa. So once again, thank you very much for joining me. Really enjoyable racing once again. See you next time.